All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clue Seat. And today we're going to be talking about how you should not elevate yourself, let Him do it for you. Okay, so let's get started. All right, today's Bible verse is going to be Luke 14:10. So make sure you guys open up the Bibles, get in the Word, and let God talk to you what He wants to talk to you about. Pray and open up the lines of communication. Okay, so in this Bible verse reference, Jesus is referring to how you should not take the best seat at a table, or you might be asked to get out of that seat and let somebody more important that's going to come up to the party later on sit at that table, and then it's going to be like embarrassing, okay? Instead, be humble, sit at the least respectable seat at the party, and then let the host come and get you and place you in the rightful position. Now, I want you to think about Esther when we talk about this, because you have two people in that story for the most part, which is Mordecai and Haman. Now, Haman wanted to elevate himself. He wanted that seat. He wanted to be king, and he was not satisfied with just being humble and being, a servant of the king. No, he desired in his heart, he thought that he could do a better job. So his every decision that he made had to do with elevating himself, getting to a higher position. He would not be satisfied just being the regular person, and that's going to end up being his demise, because he was going to do anything to get that seat, right? Eventually, what ends up happening to him is he makes all of these evil, wicked plans. He tries to have Mordecai and an entire nation that's living there killed and destroyed because of this insatiable need for power that he's chasing, okay? And his life ends up with the king ordering his execution. But not only that, it was his execution, it was his family's execution, it was anybody that was messing around and doing that stuff too. It was all of theirs execution. And those decisions led to that. Okay, he did not want to sit at the least spot in the table. He wanted to sit at the best, and he wanted to do that from the very beginning. Now, look at Haman. Haman was not looking at any of that stuff. He did not chase power. He just wanted to do the right thing. And you can tell that that's how he was, because he actually took over when Queen Esther, I think her name's Hadassah in the beginning, before she becomes Queen Esther, her parents are actually murdered and killed or die, however, whatever you want to say. They are no longer with her, and he takes her into his house and raises her like that as his own daughter. So he has that type of heart. If he was chasing power, that maybe that's not the best decision. I know some people are like, well, that's not my child, and that's how they act. He didn't have that type of heart. He had a different type of heart. And all of the decisions that he made had to do for the benefit of not just himself, but for other people. And he wasn't chasing power, and he wasn't chasing stuff that he shouldn't be chasing. He was chasing the right things. And so in the end, what happens to him is that he was sitting at the low seat, whereas God asked him to sit at a higher seat. Now he's going to be in second of command, just like Joseph, and he goes up and up and up the power ladder, but he uses his power for the benefit of other people. It's not just about him, and it's not about look at me and look at what I can accomplish. He makes decisions that are based on the benefit of healing an entire nation that was trying to be annihilated by Haman and his selfish decisions, because he was scared. Mordecai and his family, they were powerful. He could see God was with him. He could see something was different, right? So every decision had to do with him making himself more powerful. And he got removed from that seat. But Mordecai did not sit at the best spot at the table yet. God had the king physically put him in a spot of power where he could make decisions because he was worthy of it. So what does that mean for you? Think very, very carefully about what you're chasing, and be humble, and understand that you may not have the best seat at the table right now, but everything can change in a moment. It just takes one moment for somebody to say, hey, you shouldn't be sitting at that low spot. You belong over here. This is where you should have been the whole time. Just one moment in time, one person noticing you. And going into this new year, you need to know going into 2024, I guess if you stumble across this some other time in the future, you can use a different year number, but I'm just saying that right now. Going into the new year, you need to go in with the hope, with the knowing that, hey, just because you're sitting here and this is where you're at right now, it doesn't mean that's how it's going to be forever. It doesn't mean that, okay? But that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because you are not supposed to be making selfish, crazy decisions, trying to become more powerful and chasing power, money, and everything else. You are supposed to be sitting humbly, waiting for your God to move and place you in the spot that he wants you to. So think about that, all right? Anyways, like, share, and subscribe, and comment as always, and I will see you guys back here next time.